Tom used to play with her for quite a few years, and she's been a friend of mine for a very long time. She wrote this song in the 80s when the Banks were doing their fun thing at that stage. They've done it since then many times, but it was one of the times when they were doing their fun thing of like really messing up the economy. And it was a difficult time for her uncle, great uncle Tootie, and his wife. They were really struggling hard to keep the family farm. And they worked hard to keep it together and gave up what needed to be given up so that it could be kept on for the next generation. Of course, not knowing whether the next generation were going to use it or keep it going or not. And I think it's the story of great love. I think this is one of the most magnificent love stories that I know. And once again, I'm going to go back to my little thing about the government. If we could only figure out how other people could, I mean, I know that there are people of different political persuasion than me here. It wouldn't be down at the station inn, but I know we're in Williamson County. But if only people would understand what troubles come from just from living. Not, you know, there are people in the world who need a hand, will always need a hand, will always need a leg up, will always need a and if you only knew how much I paid for health care, I'm not kidding, a family free, you could actually feed and house a small family for a year because of different things in our family. And okay, we can push it together to do it, but it's hard. But I mean, there are people in this country who won't go to the doctor, and it's terrifying for them to get even a sinus infection because they can't go to the doctor. Now, I know that there are other sides of it that are going on, but please, just call the senators, call the congressmen, give them serious shit. And tell them that we want this thing to go through, and the country goes through, and you feel different about it than I do. But this is about people gathering together to help each other and keeping the country moving forward, shall we say. It's about when the bankers swarm like locusts, they are turning away our years. Our dreams roll by our side, oh silver in the rain. They leave our pockets full of nothing, and our dreams in the golden grain. Have you seen the folks in line downtown at the station? They're all buying their tickets out, and they're talking the Great Depression. Now our parents had their hard times 50 years ago, when they stood out in these empty fields in dust as deep as snow. And all this trouble in our fields, if it's rain can fall, these wounds can heal. They'll never take our little soul.